Here, smell this.
I'm alright, I can...
You're alright, you're white.
Well, I'm white.
You're sweating.
I know.
You need, oh my
You need
God.
some smelling salts or something. Just, whoa.
Give him something else, not great.
You want a protein beef stick?
That was only one vial?
No, he's missing 5. Look at his face.
Dude, my body wants my blood.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to fix the, what is it called? ISO on there. His skin's not showing up.
Damn. Damn.
We'll call him a ghost.
Holy crap,
If
dude.
that's the kind of food that you're gonna give him,
Beef?
still.
You don't recommend it?
I don't even care. I need the blood. You don't see his face? He's.
I thought, I also would think you can't eat before it. So you
But
can.
still, at this point, he need to eat something.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna. Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying.
This is his kryptonite, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me see what's your name. I'm
Look.
not coming back here anymore. For real.
I don't think a needle's supposed to be inside of my arm. That's my conclusion.
Let's do this. I have to go. You
I can
feel
lay
like-
down?
Oh my God. Do whatever you want.
I can go, yeah. When the blood was going out of my body, I started sweating and feeling
See?
Dude, I can feel my chewing slow down.
I hope everything come back good for you. Because if you have to be sick again, something that you're gonna make.
Nah. It'll make it.
You're not gonna make
Is he giving you more trouble than you normally have?
Yes. He is the worst, y'all. He is the worst, okay?
No.
Bro, I didn't even...
Look at his face. It wasn't my fault, okay? His fault.
I don't know.
Eat good food, okay? Not whatever he's eat. Girl, boy,
That's venison.
still, that's fake.
This is dried venison.
That's still dry. You already
Yeah,
dry.
he's already tried.
This is healthy food.
Oh my
This is
God.
fruit. I haven't eaten processed foods in 7-8 years. Never drank alcohol before. You were trying to put it in my face. I said, no, I don't do alcohol.
You're
He doesn't. He
lying.
doesn't do it.
No, I've never.
No alcohol.
I've never drank before.
It was about to pass out, knocked out.
Well, that's because these suckers told me, oh, don't eat for 12 hours. Well, I eat every hour for 12 hours usually, so.
Look at him. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to take a shower.
I know, right?
He needs to take a shower. He stinks.
It stinks.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
Hey,
Alright.
so I hope everything go back good for you. Because
Hell
if
yeah.
I have to come back here, I'm not coming back.
See,
Okay?
they say that the more difficult things are more valuable to overcome, so there you go.
Let's pray for him, y'all.
Okay.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
good day.
How you doing?
That was good.
On a serious note though, you can't even explain things to people that just don't understand nutrition at all.
What is this? Dried.
Tried, are you kidding me?
It's dried.
Just said how you're like, I haven't drank in 8, or I've never drank and I haven't eaten processed food in 8 years. She's like,
Yeah.
Picture this scene she's walking into, this wild animal eating eggs out of a pan, too.
And I drank plenty of water yesterday. My pee was clear, and I drank an entire one of these before she even came here. So,
no way.
dude, that just felt terrible. I wasn't even freaking out. I just looked at it, and then I was just sitting there, and my body started to feel extremely weak.
She took one and you turned white and she said we have 4 more to go.
Well, and
Yeah.
then she did the fine one and did 4 in freaking 2 minutes. I said, that sounds like your fault. She's acting like there's something I could have done. What the? You're turning white. Stop. Dude, I feel so weak right now.
Oh my gosh.
What was that?
I smell alcohol. What
This is a great clip.
Or what?
Dude, you like smoked a beer right there, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
Just did a nasal beer smoke. I'd imagine overall probably good, but then my mind always goes to, well, what is good? Who defines good? And then the whole cholesterol thing is a big variable one. So I think the last time I got blood work done, my cholesterol was high. Why did she act like the first one was just...
Dude, she was funny. She's like, bro, you're gonna die.
She was acting like that shit was mud. Oh, it's coming out so slow or something like that. And then she puts the freaking thing in the next time, and they happen.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I
10
was like,
times
oh
faster.
shit, you already have 5 vials.
Why should not drinking water or something like that? Usually that person is supposed to
Be the calm.
chill, calm, or things under control. Imagine if someone
Oh
was,
my god, you're gonna die.
yeah, imagine if someone was actually tweaking out. Oh shit! Oh!
You're fucked.
Yeah.
Cause how you gonna make some time when all you got is one thing down? One thing down won't even shine.
We're here at Zilker Park having a hella good time.
Yeah, it's great weather.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here in Austin, Texas. That's what I'm saying, this whole freaking elusive aura. Set. Dyke!
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, you just gotta throw it, dude. Yeah, there you go.
I was explaining to Owen yesterday about the blood work thing. I would actually like to see the blood work results based on now versus less stress eventually.
Oh, are you high stress?
I feel like there's a lot of the existential stresses.
Oh yeah.
But I've never had a moment in life where I wasn't awaiting something that I'm upset about.
Damn.
Because growing up, I was always waiting for the next year of school or the next thing that I was just awaiting my death in a sense. And so now there's nothing looming over me. And so the health stuff definitely improves with that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure stress just gives you low T.
Low T.
Obviously, based on my throwing ability. I think the problem with the whole health scope, especially with social media, is that everybody wants to be right instead of healthy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm trying to, dang, dude, I cannot throw this ball. I'm trying to check my own bias because, of course, every young guy just likes Paul Saladino or whatever, but then I don't want to just agree with that.
One single person.
Yeah, or I don't want to just agree with this, or, oh, it's not animal-based, then it's bad, or it's not this,
Yeah.
and it's bad. I don't want to do that, but then just my natural inclination kind of leans that way, because it just seems right.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, you just want freaking steak and fruit.
Yeah.
And I feel awesome.
Yeah.
But then when my blood work comes back and it says my freaking cholesterol is 14,000.
Yeah.
Smoking, drinking,
Never have either one.
supplements. Are you taking any supplements right now?
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. Do you have allergies to any medication?
In my brain, all of them, because I'm not a huge medication guy.
All right. Awesome. So let's take a look at your lab work.
Okay, cool.
Can you tell me a little bit about your diet?
Yeah, so I eat mainly red meat, fruit, rice, and that's it. I mean, I've eaten no processed foods for probably about 8 years, so
But maybe too much red meat.
yeah, maybe not.
Will you agree with me or not really?
Probably not.
When you looked at your lab work, were you surprised when you looked at your cholesterol level?
No. So I do know that, I mean, historically, the standard for what is considered high cholesterol has dropped lower and lower over the past decades. I also know that statins are probably the most profitable medication in the pharmaceutical industry. I'm more so interested to get all of the perspectives. I mean, one doctor would consider that I'm dying in 30 minutes and one would say that I'm crushing it.
And listen, I have been a nurse practitioner for 7 years, a nurse altogether for over a decade. I have done emergency, primary care, and now functional medicine. I can tell you, maybe I had one patient that is ahead of you, and I'm like, oh wow, look at this cholesterol. I said, I wonder how this guy feels. So I'm glad to know that you're feeling great.
Yeah, I don't know how I could feel better, to be honest.
I would definitely like to see if that LDL gets a little bit on a better range, you know?
Yeah, what would be, because I mean, is it a matter of replacing certain foods with certain other foods? Is it a matter of...
It's definitely a matter of trying to replace the red meat with a different type of protein. Okay? And honestly, and testosterone, you're doing great. Cortisol, you've been stressed.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Yeah, your adrenals are saying that.
I think a nice woman in my life will decrease the stress. Is there someone that can prescribe that?
No, we don't have.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right, so I'm gonna let Michelle introduce herself.
I've been dying to jump on here. You guys are killing me. My own, I've looked at the carnivore diet. I'm all about it. Like, I know the cholesterol needs to be higher.
Well, shoot, I'm glad I had someone on my team. Yeah, you know, a doctor's just a person like me who's a few years later down the line and went to a certain school and passed some tests, and they're a human as well. So I'm gonna give it my own shot in, you know, my little YouTube research ways.
I love it because honestly, I mean, authenticity, like,
Yeah.
you obviously are comfortable with the gifts that you've been given, and authenticity is one of those.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, you know, I wanna be healthy, not right. So, you know, if there's something I'm deficient in terms of my own opinion, then maybe there's better to be had. But awesome. Thank you. Talk soon.
If I were to take a blood test, my magnesium would be low, and maybe vitamin D, since we're now just getting back into the sun every day. Maybe.
Yeah, well, because when I did a blood test, I don't know, maybe a year ago, I think my cholesterol was high, but is my LDL? LDL is the bad one?
Low density.
Supposedly bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was definitely the high one. But look at me, you know?
Yeah, dude, look at me, dude. The high
Dude, you think I'm gonna have a freaking fade like this? High.
I think it's only bad if you notice problems. But then what do you eat then?
Yeah, that too, because
Like, what am I gonna go eat? Go back to McDonald's and lower my LDL? So chicken or fish, but we know chicken is very low in nutrients. We know fish is high in heavy metals, so you can't eat fish every day, 3 meals a day. What else is there? Plants? I ain't even eating plants.
Yeah. Carrots seem
Carrots are
alright.
cool. Carrots don't have protein.
I don't know how problematic to see the high cholesterol as, and I don't know what I would change, because if the recommendation is, oh, we'll eat chicken instead of beef, I'm not changing my sexual orientation, so I don't know. That just makes no sense to me. I don't know. Are seed oils unsaturated fat?
Seed oils
so that's the whole...
Seed oils are poly and mono unsaturated fats, which we were taught early on that those were the healthy ones. I also wonder, liver tastes like shit, but if I had a kid and gave it liver immediately, I wonder if they would think it tastes bad because they have nothing to compare it to.
Nah, they
but
would
it's
love it.
super nutritional. I wonder if chickens are actually raised good, if their nutritional profile would be similar to red meat. Probably not still.
What's the natural raising of chicken?
I'm just out in the field eating bugs and shit.
We should get one.
I'm down to get some chickens. Eventually, I just want all my food to come from our farm that we're gonna own.
Guys, welcome to the ranch.
Yeah.
So you have your labs right there, crew. I have them here, and we're going to share, folks, just kind of go through the things that stood out for me. I'm curious to hear what other physicians have said, but I think, you know, what you're probably most concerned about, because it is in the red and there's a lot of talk about cholesterol and apolipoprotein B as it's related to cardiovascular disease. I really want to look at ApoB in context to ApoA1. And so when I just see ApoB alone and it's high, while that could indicate potential future cardiovascular risk, we also want to know the ratio of ApoB to A1. Research really shows the ratio of ApoB to A1 is more significant than the absolute number of ApoB. We got to get you on some vitamin D, man. Your vitamin D is pretty low.
Definitely wanted to pick your brain there. What I don't want to do is box myself in just an unintelligent way just to uphold a principle. But at the same time, I'm more of a, let me fix the foundation and then add what needs to be added. But yeah, definitely want to dive into that too.
Look, I get it. I too try to get everything from food. When it comes to vitamin D specifically, that is one thing worth considering. And pairing that with vitamin K2, because your ApoB is high, it increases the probability that you could create arterial plaquing. And that plaque can get hardened by calcium. And so when you pair vitamin D and K2 together, you can help ensure that calcification occurs in hard tissues like the bone and not soft tissues like the vessel wall. What's called the zenith angle of the sun is insufficient to induce what's known as cutaneous vitamin D3 synthesis. So even though you're getting sun exposure, which is great for your circadian rhythm, you're not stimulating the skin's production of vitamin D3 and the precursor for vitamin D3.
You know, if somebody were to be living geographically in Texas before they could just go buy vitamin D on Amazon, what would kind of be the more natural solution there? Not that that's available, I'm just more so interested.
Yeah. That's a good question, crew. I think eating mushrooms and then making sure that you're running with your shirt off. But this is where optimizing technology can help us, in terms of supplementing in the winter months. We think about, well, why does cold and flu season happen in North America during January, February? Well, part of that is teleologically linked with low vitamin D levels.
Again, I lean a little closer to the purist perspective. So yeah, I just want to cover all the bases.
Okay, so your cholesterol, and just for the record, again, this was fasted. And that's important because for everyone watching, listening, that will directly affect your triglycerides and cholesterol. So here's some things. So your total cholesterol is on the high side, but this is to be expected because you're a young male and you exercise. Do you do any fasted exercise?
Every day, my ice bath and run in the morning is fully fasted.
Oh, okay. That explains a lot.
Okay.
That
cool.
explains why your cholesterol is high. Okay, so this is super common.
Oh.
Very common in athletes when they do exercise in the post-exercise window. Cholesterol, specifically LDL, goes up. Peter Attia, all of his videos now will say exercise is the best thing that you can possibly do for health and longevity. But what happens to LDL when you exercise, especially fasted? It goes through the roof. It will double or triple. So if LDL is so problematic for cardiovascular disease, that assertion seems a little paradoxical if we also unanimously agree that exercise will dramatically reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease. Labs are run on most people who eat like crap, who don't exercise, don't take care of themselves, right? We don't really have good data in recreational athletes like yourself. Hematocrit at 54.5%. If you were to be Lance Armstrong 20 years trying to race in the Tour de France, they wouldn't let you race. They would suspect blood doping.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah,
So what exactly is that? I mean,
it's the percentage of red blood cells in your plasma.
so that's a performance enhancing thing to do that or to replicate this?
Yeah, either you're dehydrated or you just naturally have a high hematocrit or a combination of the two.
If there's one thing that I am not good at is drinking a ton of water, because I simply am never thirsty for water. As elementary as that sounds, would you say to take out guesswork there to drink a gallon of water or something more intentional like that?
Probably, these numbers could just be elevated for that reason from simple dehydration, and so they can skew these numbers. So yeah, just be more intentional about drinking water. That's what I would say. We don't want to change too many things. I think everything looks pretty good.
Going from one of the recommendations of the consult person I spoke with, she said replacing red meat with another form of protein. I don't want to just submit to my own bias in terms of, I watch all the animal-based people and I happen to love red meat and I feel pretty dang good eating a diet based primarily on that. Any thoughts on that recommendation versus not listening to it?
Yeah, no, I do have a lot of thoughts on that. I mean, so the options are poultry, chicken, turkey, or fish. If we think about what's better for the environment, what's better for your health, a ruminant animal like a cow or a lamb or a goat or a sheep eating grass out in nature, in my opinion, that's the healthiest meat that we could protein that we could possibly have. Look at the rates of cardiovascular disease. We are eating way less red meat compared to 100 years ago, way more chicken. Obesity, autoimmunity, depression, dementia, autism is through the roof.
I can't really claim so harshly against something because really I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but at the same time I also know how to define whether somebody is coming from a place of knowledge and seeking truth versus just listening to something and transferring information. And so, I try to assess where somebody's coming from. I try to assess somebody's incentives in giving information. And it's not to say that this person I was speaking to has that intent by any means. I mean, surely they're just trying to help as well. Yeah, well, look, I appreciate the heck out of this. I mean, it was really cool just to watch a lot of your content just because when I got my blood panels back, I'm going through everything with my very limited knowledge. I actually just came across your YouTube channel, watched a lot of videos that, were more so reassuring than just, again, Peter Attia saying, this is bad and no real context to a lot of the details that you've taken the time to explain, which I really appreciate, and then to have this conversation. And my hope is that I can continue learning things about this, obviously kind of keep you in the loop and find some answers because, I consider myself a really healthy person and I want that to continue and to improve as I go on.